What's going on, YouTube? So let's talk about what happened on Thursday Night Football. So we went ahead and locked in Christian McCaffrey over 79.5 rushing yards and Deebo Samuel over 52.5 rushing yards, receiving yards. Now, they both hit, but of course, the one that didn't hit was Darren Waller, man. And this was literally on him. He should have hit this. There was a couple passes. I mean, honestly, it was both on Daniel Jones and Darren Waller. If you saw the game, there were some passes that Darren Waller dropped that as a 6'5" tight end. Come on, man. You should be catching that, especially when you have a corner that's a lot shorter than you guarding you. Anyways, same thing with Daniel Jones. Dude, stop overthrowing a 6'5" tight end. Like, I had to get it. Football is quick. You got 300-pound guys, trying to tackle you down and, sack you, of course. But come on, 6'5" Darren Waller should be catching more than 20 receiving yards, especially in a game where they were down. It was a lot closer than most people thought, but they were still down. But anyways, it is Sunday. It is a new day. Let's go ahead and lock in some plays. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and come on over here. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and start with the noon games first. So I'm going to go ahead and look at that Detroit game versus... Let me see. Let me look at my notes here. What are we doing? We're doing Detroit versus... Yeah, we're doing Detroit versus the Saints. All right, so of course we're going to go ahead and get Jared Goff and passing yards. The reason why I have notes here is because I do research for you. I make sure we give you the best plays. I don't just jump on here and just give you some kind of willy-nilly random play that I just make up out of nowhere, right? There's research behind this, time taken out of my day. I'm a sports chiropractor here in Dallas, Texas. So, I own my own business, so I'm a little busy, but I still take time out of my day to get these plays out for y'all because I just love this. This is just fun. All right, and then so if you can see here, we're in Jared Goff and Josh Reynolds because Amon-Ra is going to be limited. If not, he's going to have some limitations placed on him during the game because of his injury. So then, of course, we're going to go back to Derek Carr. We're going to go back hoping that they don't put Taysom Hill in for another 8 freaking yards and makes us lose our play. All right, and of course, with Derek Carr, because he was just peppering Michael Thomas so freaking much for some reason. I'm assuming Michael Thomas was just in that locker room before the game started last Monday and was just, playing big brother to Derek Carr or whatever, just say, hey, I've been here longer. You better give me the ball. All right. But we're going to go over in receiving yards for them. All right. So Jared Goff, Josh Reynolds, Derek Carr, Michael Thomas, all over in their yards. Okay, and of course, we're going to go ahead and throw $5 on that. We're going to go a little lower this time because I'm going to give you all a couple plays. So we're going to go for a volume today because I do want you to make money, and this is how we're going to do it. Okay? All right, so we're going to lock that in. Jerry Goff, Josh Reynolds, Derek Carr, Michael Thomas. Lock that in, baby. Let's go. All right, and then this next one, one's pretty awesome because, like I said, I am in Dallas. Although I'm not a Cowboys fan, let's not get that twisted. We're gonna go ahead and get. Let me see here. The one, the only, Dak Prescott, the guy with the tattooed leg, where he had to be under what is that? He was asleep for like 11 hours during his tattoo. Okay, so we're gonna get Derek Carr and we're gonna go ahead and match that up with Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence let us down last week with the Chiefs, but I believe there's a comeback day for him. I mean, he hit 216, 241, so he hasn't hit this, but it's against the Houston Texans, who have a pretty good run defense, but have a really, really porous pass defense, right? So they're definitely going to be throwing the ball a lot. I feel like Travis Etienne is actually going to be used a lot in the passing game, but we're actually going to go ahead and get Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, and Calvin Ridley. Not because I have him on my fantasy team, just because I really think he's going to have a really good day. He's going to come back after having such an amazing week one. We're going to go ahead and lock him in. Where are you? Over 71.5 receiving yards. Along with, of course, we're doing Dak Prescott. Then, of course, we got to get CD Lamb. Okay? We definitely got to get CD Lamb. So, I couldn't see him on there. Maybe if y'all saw me pass it. That's embarrassing. But we're going to go ahead and get CD Lamb over 71.5 receiving yards as well. All right. So let's go ahead and lock that in. Dak, Trevor Lawrence, Calvin Ridley, and CD Lamb over in the yards again. And like I said, we're going for volume today. So lock in that lock in $5 in that as well. All right. Man, I'm pumped for today. Let's go. Let's go, man. I barely had my coffee. I'm still drinking it. Now I said I was gonna give y'all three, right? So let's go ahead and look at one of my favorite games of the day because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. All right, true and true. Am I from Minnesota? Absolutely not. No, I am not from Minnesota. But for some whatever reason, I'm a big Minnesota Vikings fan. Kirk Cousins is the GOAT. I'm just kidding. He's not the GOAT, but he's a really great quarterback. Don't hate me for it. We're going to go over 292.5 passing yards, as well as Herbert over 283.5 passing yards. Now, of course, we're going to go ahead and match that up with, where is it? Let's see. I'm just typing in. A lot of times it's easier to type in the names. I hate having to search, especially when we're going to do something like this. We're actually going to go Jordan Addison and Mike Williams over in yards. The reason being is this is going to be a crazy game. Either one of these players could hit this, to be honest. I know Addison hasn't gotten over 100 yards, but either one, if they both get 80 yards, amazing, right? But if one of them gets 100 yards, the other one only needs 15.5 yards. Okay, so that is a very, very easy choice. I love the combos because one of them can make this bet hit. Okay, and especially in this high scoring game where the Minnesota Vikings will come out on top. I will not wear my jersey today because I have a feeling it's bad luck. Every time I wear it, it's bad luck anyways. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and match that up with Jefferson. No, not you, Van Jefferson. Get out of here. The real Jefferson. Justin Jefferson. We're going to go ahead and match that up with Justin Jefferson and Keenan Allen because same thing. Literally, Justin Jefferson can hit 177.5 receiving yards by himself. So that's going to be easy. Okay, there's going to be a crazy high-scoring game. Lock this one in. Again, we're going to do $5 on this, okay? Go ahead, get that in. It is Sunday night. It is Sunday football. I am excited. You should be excited too. And, let's have a good weekend and get set up for Monday. See y'all. Take care. Boom, locked in. Let's go.